What's good, fellas? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. The topic for today is women are attracted to leaders of men. Women are attracted to strength. They're attracted to power. They're attracted to men of influence. When you can lead men, when men are willing to follow you, it demonstrates that you must have something of value. It may be your resources, it may be your influence, it may be your connections, it may be your wisdom, your knowledge, your skills, whatever it is. When you demonstrate these leadership skills at a level where people are actually following you, a woman will take interest in that. Because that's not an average man. An average man is not going to be able to get men to follow him. Or at least he's not going to get respectable men to follow him, right? Men with sense, cool guys. Right? Not like a bunch of sheep, man. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about men. Men that know what's up. Men that understand they're supposed to be masculine men that are supposed to go and do shit and make shit happen. Right? A woman will look and see when this guy says something, do people actually take him seriously? When this guy says, let's go left, do people actually go left or do people go right? Or do people look at him and say, bro, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. She pays attention to that. If people won't follow you, then why should she follow you? And if people aren't following you, that means you're not that valuable or you're not communicating value. Because it's one thing to be valuable, but you have to communicate it. People need to see your value. It needs to be clear and obvious. The example I like to use is when you see a beautiful woman, her value is obvious. Her beauty is very clear and obvious. So now you got to ask yourself, what about you is obvious? Like, what valuable trait do you have that's obvious? Because if her value is obvious, yours needs to be obvious too. So one of the things you can demonstrate that is attractive to women is its ability to lead men. When you show up, if men respect you, men listen to what you have to say, men value what you have to say, men want to be around you, men, you know what I mean? When she sees that, she's like, okay, what is that demonstrating? Alpha, power, strength, survival value. A woman is wired to seek that out in a man. She's actually wired to seek that out, meaning it's not a conscious thing that she's doing. It's wired subconsciously. You're not really going to hear women go around saying, hey, we're looking for leaders of men. But leaders of men get women. The greatest leaders, they get women. I'm trying to think even I heard Martin Luther King was doing this thing back in the day. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but I'm not surprised. If there was ever a leader of men, that's him. And he would get up on the stage during a time where slavery was such a serious thing, and he would say, hey, look, I matter. Black people matter. And this is a time where black people were getting killed and shit like that, and lynched and all type of shit. And he's going up on stage and saying black people matter. A woman's gonna see that. You see, women are attracted to men who are moving shit forward. You know what I mean? Like men who are evolving and are leading some form of evolution, right? Like why would men follow another man. Because if they follow that man, their condition gets better. Right? I mean, why else would you follow someone? Why else would you listen to someone? It's because your condition gets better when you listen to this person or follow this person. So when the woman sees that, it's a clear indication of your value. Oh, if men are following this guy, then he must have some value. Maybe I should be following him. Right? So now she's interested. Versus the guy who nobody follows, versus the guy who nobody listens to, nobody respects. She sees that and she's like, whoa, I gotta stay away from this guy. Nobody follows him. Nobody sees his value, right? So why should I see it? Right? Leading men is a form of what's it called? Social proof. It's a form of social proof. You want women to see that. You want to bring her into, like, a good place to bring a woman is bring her to a place where she can see you lead men. That's gonna turn her on a biological level, on a primal level, because it's survival value. Strength is power, it's influence. If she aligns with a leader of men, like, think about it, back in the caveman days, would it make sense for a woman to mate with a man who has like a following, meaning men who will fight for him, like he has an army? Or should she get with the guy who's like me against the world, like no followers, no team, no tribe, just me by myself, or I'm a beast by myself? No. That guy, no matter how beast he is, if a freaking group of 100 men show up and want his woman, he's done for. So we can see, like, at a primal level, why a leader of men is attractive. And I mean, it's just cool. Like, it's cool to get to a point where you're respected and admired for whatever your gift is. Like, you got to find what your gift is, because that's how you lead. You lead with your gift. Like, what am I gifted at? That's how you lead. That's your value. Like, before I started doing what I'm doing now, like, one of my first gifts was basketball. I used to lead with basketball. I would go to the basketball court, I'd play really good, and guess what? People would always want to put me on their team. People always want to hang out with me. Oh yeah, what's up, Trey? Yeah, because my value is being demonstrated very clearly. I get on the basketball court and I score. I play defense. I block the ball. I dunk the ball. I shoot the three. So you got to demonstrate your value, communicate your value. People need to see it. It needs to be obvious and clear. And then you lead. And if people see you leading and they see that you're leading in a direction of evolution, a direction that increases the condition of people's lives, they will follow. If nobody's following you, it's because you're not demonstrating any value that people think is worthy of their time. And so you need to start demonstrating that. And if you don't have anything to demonstrate, then start cultivating some gift. Like, look at your talents, look at your strengths. What makes me valuable as a man? And you start communicating it, expressing it. And certain people will be aligned with your message. Whatever it is, it could be music, it could be art, drawing, it could be whatever it is. You just gotta figure out what is your shit. Don't try to be like anybody else. That's incorrect. You become like a wannabe or a knockoff. That's not what I'm talking about. You want to find your unique expression. Right? And in the beginning, people might not be with it. Like, especially if it's really unique or different, people might look at you and be like, this dude's crazy, what the fuck? But once they see, like over time, maybe in the beginning they might not understand, but over time they start to understand, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, whether it's your music, whatever it is, maybe in the beginning it doesn't make sense, but over time they start to get it. So being a leader It's a consistent thing. It's not a one-time thing. You try it out and then it doesn't work. You stop. Like you gotta, once you decide you're gonna be a leader, once you decide you're gonna start expressing your value and giving your gifts, it's a consistent thing. It's a daily thing. It's a role. It's who you are. And women are attracted to it. As I said, it's survival value. It's a demonstration of survival value. It's a demonstration of power. It's a demonstration of strength. It's a demonstration of this guy has something that people want. Right? He has something of importance. This guy matters. That's how you know if somebody matters. If people are following him, he matters. Because you got to remember, time is precious. So if people are investing time and energy into someone, it means he has something of value. You better pay attention. And that's what the woman notices. So this is a quality you want to develop, man. Your ability to lead men. How you do that, that's your art. That's it's unique to each man. But you figure out how you're going to lead. How you're going to build your tribe. How you're going to build your army, your crew, your group, whatever. Because, the one-man army thing, it's kind of cool, I guess. But, as I said, the example I gave, you could have the one-man army guy, but you could have one lion. But if 100 lions show up, that one lion is dead. It doesn't matter how great of a lion he is. He's not going to be able to fight 100 lions. And so the woman, if she sees that, the guy who has 100 lions backing him up versus the guy who he's a lion, but he has nobody backing him up, that woman should go with the guy who has 100 lions backing him up. If she goes with the other guy, that woman is going to die. That's anti-survival. That would be a huge mistake. So think of it like that. All right? If you're watching this and you'd like to work together to becoming more attractive, developing these things like leader of men, how can you become a leader of men? I can help you do this. I can help you become a leader of men. I can help you find your gift and start cultivating it and expressing it and developing it and putting it out there, and you start to make some noise in your industry and show, this is what I'm about. And if you have, like a proper system and you're consistent, you'll start to build your own tribe, start to build your own following, your own fan base, and now you have some more value to demonstrate to women. Guess what? Now you're more attractive. So if you're interested, let me know. I got a coaching program right now. It's an 8-week program, okay? 8-week mentorship program. We jump on a call once a week, right? We assess what is your goal, what are you working on. We get clear on one goal. This is how I do it, man. We get clear on one goal. I'm not the guy who's like, have 5 goals. No, one goal, one main goal we're going to focus on. You can have other goals, but together we're going to focus on one goal, and we're going to execute an action plan to hit that goal in the next 8 weeks, okay? We're going to lock in on that goal for the next 8 weeks, and I'm going to help you execute, hold you accountable, give you feedback, provide guidance. We're just going to beast out on that goal. All right, it's a $1,500 program, but right now, because we just hit 750 members in the group, I'm doing a special. It's only $697, so basically $700 for one-on-one coaching with me for 8 weeks, locking in on one goal, and we're going to smash that goal in the next 8 weeks. All right, so if you're interested, hit me up, and we'll get it popping. See you in the next video. Peace.